Hi guys, my name's Phil Smith and I'm going to show you my new trick, Rootsavant. Hi guys, my name's Phil and I'm here with my friend John Watson. We just came back from Blackpool yesterday, having spent the weekend demoing, amongst others, this effect, my new effect, Rootsavant. John's going to play the part of a normal spectator, although as you can see he's pretty far away from being that. And at the end he's going to look surprised even though he's done this effect about 60 times for a million magicians. John, what I'd like for you to do is to think of any two-digit number. Don't pick one that's too low because at the end you'll think that's really easy, and don't pick one that's too high because at the end you might be like, well, that took way too long. Do you have one in mind? Yep. Don't tell me what it is because that makes this way too easy. What I'd like for you to do is to input this into the calculator in front of you. Don't let me see the number that you're putting in. That's not how this works. I wouldn't sell you that. Obviously, a layperson wouldn't have a calculator with them, but they would have their phone. This is what we've been doing over the weekend. You've done that? I'd like you to times that number by itself, please. Okay. And then multiply it by itself again. So if your number were 20, you would have put in 20 times 20 times 20. Still remember your two-digit number, but press equals. Okay. And you should now be looking at a very long number, 5, 6 or 7 digits long. Do you have one? Yep. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say ready, steady, go, and you're going to read me that very long number. And then I'm going to press start on the stopwatch. Don't worry, it's not you that we're timing, it's me. Okay? To see how quickly I can come up with what I call solution options for this. And we'll see how this plays out, okay? So ready, steady, go.
79,507.
79,507. Okay, wonderful. Stop. So we're in just under 22 seconds. Let me put that down there, 22 seconds. Okay. John, what I'd like for you to do is to simply concentrate on the row that your original two-digit number is in on here. Okay? No? Of course no. I see you're looking confused. It's not actually on there. I've deliberately created an artificially awkward moment by not doing that. Let me explain exactly what I have been doing. A lot of the time when I perform for people, they ask me exactly how does your brain work to be able to produce these effects. So I've produced this in order to give an example of how my brain does work to produce these effects. I'm going to break down how I spent those 22 seconds working this out. John, the first second I spent working out what your original thought of number was, which was 43. The second second I spent making sure that all 4 of the rows added up to your original thought of number. 23 plus 1 is 24, 36 plus 7 is your original thought of number, 43. 11 plus 8 is 19, plus 22 plus 2 is your original thought of number, 43. 5 plus 10 plus 3 is 18, plus 23 is your original thought of number, 43. 4 plus 24 is 28, plus 6 plus 9 is your original thought of number, 43. The third second, I realised that I could possibly make sure that all 4 of the columns added up to your original number. So 23 plus 11 is 34, plus 5 plus 4 is 9, adds up to your original thought of number, 43. 1 plus 8 is 9, plus 10 is 19, plus 23 is your thought of number, 43. 12 plus 22 is 34, plus, again, 9, adds up to 43. 7 plus 2 is 9, plus 9 is 18, plus 24 adds up to 43. 3 seconds in, I thought I'd add a little bit more spice to this, so I made sure that the diagonals added up to your thought of number. 4 plus 10 is 14, 36 plus 7 adds up to your thought of number, 43. 9 plus 3 is 12, plus 8 is 20, plus 23 equals your thought of number, 43. I thought I'd dig in at this point because it's Jay Weezy's birthday, we might as well make it more exciting. I spent the next 2 seconds doing something a little bit more interesting, and I made sure that the 4 digits on the inside square add up to your thought of number, 8, 18, 21, plus 22, inside the square, 43. The next 2 seconds again, something a little bit more interesting. I made sure all 4 of the corners, 4, 13, 20 plus 23, inside the circle add up to 43. The 9th second, this one's a little bit weird. These 2 numbers up here, 13 plus 6 is 9, 19 rather, plus 24 inside the horizontal diamond adds up to your number, 43. The 10th second, I rotated that round and I realised I could reproduce that structure. This side over here, 11 plus 5 is 16. 18 plus 25 inside the vertical diamonds adds up to your number, 43. 10 seconds in, a little bit of time left. I spent the next 12 seconds just kind of thinking about kittens. And that's how I spend 22 seconds. And that's my new effect, Rootsavant, which I should add, although I'm sure you're familiar with something similar to this, requires absolutely no memorization or maths whatsoever. Bye!
Holla.